This is the absolute worst way. Is there's a weed right here, and I just fold at my waist, and I grab, and I literally pull like this. Hey, Fit Fam. Welcome to Exercises for Seniors, where we learn movements we do in our daily life. We learn how to do them correctly, safely, and honestly, if you do it long enough, probably a little bit easier, okay? So I'm starting a new series as requested. It's called the Gardening Series. I know people love to garden. I personally hate gardening, but I know a lot of people like to do it. And I've actually, this is not a joke, I have studied gardeners and manual laborers to see their movement patterns, okay? Now, this is for all my gardeners out there. Weeds, they are in the ground. So today is pulling weeds, okay? Where are all the weeds? They're usually on the ground, okay? So this is another variation of the bend and reach for the floor, but the issue is with weeds, you need to be able to create pulling force, okay? Let me show you what people do, and I see this all the time. This is the absolute worst way. Is there's a weed right here, and I just fold at my waist, and I grab, and I literally pull like this. That is destructive for your back. I'm bent over, flex, my spine's loaded. I grab on, I'm twisted, and then I'm adding this rotational force. Guaranteed way to jack your back up, okay? So let me show you the proper way. And the first way, this is the most proper way, the least harmful, and the most powerful, all at the same time, is I'm actually going to go to the ground, okay? This is, I call this a samurai squat, which I can explain that in a different video, is I'm going to see a weed down here. Hopefully there's multiple weeds. I'm going to step forward. I'm actually going to squat all the way down, okay? I have one knee bent. I'm on the ball of my other foot. This right here, this is the best way to pull weeds. And if you watch gardeners, this is how they pull weeds, right? Now you're saying, Coach, there's no way I can do this. You'd be surprised. You probably can do it if we practice a little bit, but that's okay. If you guys can't do that, I highly recommend it. Better leg workout. If you can't do that, option 2. And if you guys have been watching this series, you guys know a lot about the wide stance, okay? So when my feet are further apart, my center of gravity is naturally lower, okay? I'm closer to the ground. Now, you don't fold at the waist with your feet apart. That doesn't necessarily defeat the purpose. That actually defeats the purpose. What I'm going to do instead is I see a weed. I'm going to step wide. I'm going to bend my knees, right? I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm going to plant one arm for support, okay? So when this arm is planted, when I go to pull up, I'm not going to rotate through my back. I'm actually motivated to pull up, okay? And another high level piece of advice is actually when I grab here, I want to use my legs to pull up. I don't have a lot of faith that we could do that. You can, I just wonder how much thinking it is. It's better though if you just see a weed, step wide, bend your knees, put your arm here, and pull up, okay? Now you're saying, Coach, I just can't do that. I don't know why, but I just can't. Then the last and final way is, this is essentially the bend and this is the bend and reach. So there's a weed on the ground. I'm not gonna put it on my left foot. I'm not gonna put my right foot. I'm gonna put it between my feet. Okay? I'm gonna bend my knees, get that same plant, and come from here. And when I pull up, straighten my legs out. Don't wrench through. Here, boom. Okay? So, quick review. Never, ever fold at your waist and pull up. I mean, that is just absolutely horrible. If you can, go for a samurai squat. So here, come all the way down, grab and pull, and if there's a couple down there, right? That's the thing. If you're staying down here, that's the best one. Okay? Option number 2 is I'm going to see the weed. I'm going to step wide. Okay? I'm going to bend my knees, sumo squat, have my arm here, pull up. Okay? And last but not least is I'm going to put the weed between my feet, bend my knees, arm on here, and I'm going to pull with my legs. Okay? There you have it, folks. Those are the 3 options for pulling weeds. That actually translate to a lot of other things, but those are your 3 go-to options. There aren't really any others that are that productive. So I'll end with this. I know you guys like gardening. I've done landscaping for my mom and stuff. I know a lot of people like that. So we're going to keep going with the series because a lot of people actually get hurt gardening because why? Because they're doing mechanics, movements that just aren't healthy. And it's not that you guys are doing it. You're not doing it wrong. You just don't know. right? So you don't know what you don't know. So I want you guys to feel like, oh, I've done it all wrong. We're just going to learn things to enhance, okay? So you guys can keep gardening and feel good and not walk out like, oh, my God, my back, my knees from gardening, okay? Because, you know, somewhat it is actually very laborious and very healthy for your mind, I heard, okay? So with that, folks, that's Pulling Weeds. This is Exercises for Seniors. There's a bunch more content on YouTube with Exercises for Seniors. They are also coming soon in our class catalog, okay? So be on the lookout for that. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the garden. So I'm Coach Russo, and this is You'll Be Fit Forever. Peace.